It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. Well, the Hornets seem to have found their man in Steve Clifford. Some very good results from his time as coach in Charlotte. What does he bring to the team, guys?
Well, Clifford is bringing, stability, great approach, and consistency.
What more could you want?
That's it.
And, he's built a team around a defensive mindset. And let me tell you, he was able to weather quite a few injuries last season. Still did pretty well.
That about does it for us. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later.
We are in Charlotte, North Carolina. 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Hornets. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And the Bulls looking for a positive start here on their road trip. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Hornets coach Steve Clifford is always pragmatic. He said you look at what wins in this league and you see the best teams don't give up fast break points. Year in and year out, offensive rebounding is not a big factor. Guys, Clifford demands that his guards and small forwards get back after the release of a shot. And the Hornets have become one of the best teams in the league in transition defense.
Thanks, David. He does give a little more leeway to MKG to go to the glass, though, as well he should.
And the one thing for the Hornets, they had horrible luck last season from an injury standpoint. Never really able to put that starting five out there for any consistent stretch of the season. Huge injuries to Big Al and MKG were the most notable, and that really dampens your ability to develop chemistry.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Chicago right now, Mirotić at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Then there's Dunn, then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Holiday in a shooting guard. The pass to Harrison. A second chance effort. Unable to get that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing. Just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
They weren't taking what the defense was giving them. Instead, they forced a lot of low percentage shots, which is why they lost.
Outside Holiday. Misses the three. On defense, Chicago. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. Walker in the corner. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Harrison passes to Kaminsky. 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Here's Walker. Charlotte again missing. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Holiday. Another shot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Mirotić is so good at using his size to draw contact. When he's in the paint, it's a good idea to feed him the ball. Nikola Mirotić is one of those guys you're waiting for just to break out. He's a stretch forward that can really knock down a lot of threes. He can be dangerous. We just wait for him to have that breakout season.
And that one falls for Mirotić. And with Mirotić, the potential is definitely there, Steve. He has a great shot and looked a lot more comfortable, I thought, in the games he started.
The reason why is because the attention is not on him. When you're playing with the starters, you're like the forgotten guy. So he can sneak in, trail, and knock down threes.
And so Mirotić nails both of them.
His soft touch from the line is rare for a big man.
The Hornets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Count it.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's something they better correct quickly because he'll start running wild if they don't defend him any tougher than that.
So it's Chicago now. After the basket by Charlotte, Dunn's shot's good.
Amazing job by Dunn, positioning himself well inside and dominating the defense.
Left side, Kid Gilchrist. Back to Walker. Charlotte moving the ball around. The shot by Williams, no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Levine kicks to Mirotic. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
The way he threw that pass with such ease on the run, that was a thing of beauty.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Walker's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 6. Outside Holiday. To the middle. Here's Lopez, and there's the 3-second violation. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Bulls in second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lopez with the block.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
Levine with it, picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Second chance shot, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got his first basket.
Gotta love how he didn't give up on the glass, and because of that effort, he comes up with the putback on the offensive rebound.
That one falls.
He got the ball where he wanted and attacked the smaller defender. Completely overpowered him.
The Bulls leading by 6. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's tipped. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Harrison. Here's Williams. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
That's good from Williams. Well, there was a concern that in the post-Thibodeau era, the Bulls defense would see a sharp decline, but they still played rugged, tough defense.
Well, if you have great individual defenders, you're still going to be a good defensive team. Yes, we talked about Tibbs and the Bulls era. It was all about defense. This team is able to do both.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
The Bulls last year with a surprisingly disappointing season. They missed the playoffs for the first time since 2008, ended up 9th in the East, 1 spot out of the playoffs.
Hornets trail by 7. Here's Harrison. Williams, a screen on Holiday. And stolen by Mirotic. Now here is Holiday. D right on him. Off with the layup. And although the Bulls were able to finish above 500 with a 42-40 record, Steve, fans were hoping to see that team challenge for the East title in the playoffs.
A big problem for the Bulls was the rest of the East and their own division drastically improved as well. The Bulls were a team that just couldn't get it going last season.
Here's Walker. Chris Dunn making his last shot, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-5 run. Levine with it, and in the game with Washington, he did not play well. Now here's Dunn, guarded by Walker. Lopez, no luck.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Now here's Walker. Defense right on him. And it's sent back by Lopez. And Mirotic kicks to Dunn. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Harrison. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. From deep, the shot by Harrison, no good.
You know, even though he's been off the mark this quarter, he's trying not to let it shake his confidence.
Levine, good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Really, a combination of smart coaching and even better execution. When you have that, the game comes easily to you.
And we knew that Mirotic could shoot, but he showed a lot more consistency, Steve, last season from deep. Saw his big jump in that three-point percentage column.
Mirotic can definitely shoot the basketball, and we know that he's going to be a threat for his team. Shooting it deeper and deeper. What the good thing for him is this percentage is starting to go up. I think for him is to limit some of the off-balance shots and some of those shots that's so deep that you just can't shoot a high percentage.
Charlotte making a switch here. Roberts checked in. Hornets trail by 9. Pass to Williams. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Roberts. And he sinks the shot coming off a strong pick. Chicago with the ball. Now done. 17 points for him last game against Washington. Levine against Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Levine can't hit.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And it's done in the corner. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And here is Kaminsky. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers. Now here's Dunn. Mirotic inside. He's against Williams. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Portis, now off the inbound, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Bobby Portis, the Arkansas product. I just love his game. What he does best, he's very physical, but he has the ability to step out with a finesse game to knock down some jump shots.
And Portis has shown flashes of just how good he can be in a short time in the NBA, has the potential to be Steve, like a do-it-all power forward, and how he can shoot, move, and he creates for others.
When you watch him, his body size, you say power forward. He'll be down in the paint. He loves to do that, but he has the ability, like you say, off the dribble and to create for himself, and he can knock down the jump shot.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Zach LaVine. Both shots good from the stripe. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Roberts. Pass to Zeller. Tries it from 9. That one wide left. Morrow kicks to Payne. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Portis can't get it to go.
Had the layup. No one really contested him. Missed opportunities.
Shots good by Whitehead. Whitehead's got his first points of the night.
Not the best possession, but somehow they got the shot to fall.
The Bulls leading by 7. Payne with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. Passes it to Portis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And for pretty much all NBA players, it's a dream come true when they get drafted. And Smitty, how did you celebrate when you were the 5th overall pick in the draft?
You know what? I went out and got me a nice SUV. I loved it, Kevin.
Good for
Had
you.
some rims, put a little music in there. I was bumping.
How about that? I guess that's something you always dream about when you get that kind of a chance to be drafted that high, nationally known player.
But I think also for me, getting a chance to send my mom and dad on a special trip. That was one of those. It wasn't the first, but it was special.
Good for you. And Morrow drops them both. One thing that the Hornets do very well, as we all know, is hit the glass. Top to bottom, this team knows how to close out possessions, Greg, and clean up misses on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at the roster for the Hornets, everyone is helping on the glass. What is odd that they don't have one guy who averaged huge rebound numbers. It's a true team effort. They are one of the elite teams in limiting offensive rebounds.
Charlotte shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Now Payne, taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. There's the pass to Portis. Now here's Payne, guarded closely. Here's Valentine, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And the Bulls lead by 10. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from three-point land, nothing yet going outside. And Roberts kicks to Graham. He dishes it to Roberts. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Chicago leading by 10. In the corner, Valentine with it. Drains it from beyond the arc. Valentine's got 5 now.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And clearly, he's in a lot of pain. They call time, and the trainer's going to get a chance to go out and check him over.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Hornets.
And they really feasted from beyond the arc. Quantity and quality. Boy, they filled it up. And when you can punish a defense like that from long range, it can be demoralizing.
Here's Wood. And the shot is long. Chicago leading by 13. Payne dishes to Morrow. Payne passes to Portis. Back to Payne. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
The feed to Valentine. Dishes to Payne. From the stripe, just 5 to shoot. Pulls up from the corner. Morrow, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That's his first foul. Here's Roberts. Inside, Wood. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
That's exactly where they want the ball to go. He did a great job getting the ball into that position.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first. Payne kicks to Portis. Off target from three-point range. Hornets trail by 11. Here's Graham. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Graham's got himself on the board with 3 there. Chicago's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Portis kicks to Payne. Right wing. 6 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Bulls lead by 10. Here's Whitehead. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. It's good. Graham's got his second bucket of the night.
He delivered that pass right on the spot to his teammate who was on the move.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Valentine passes to Morrow. The 15-footer, good.
Sometimes you get tunnel vision being that close inside, but he saw the entire court and threw it out to an open teammate.
Pick by Zeller. Here's Roberts. Pass to Whitehead. Fires the 3. Valentine grabs the board. The Bulls leading by 10. To the paint. Here's Portis. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
And that one misses. Kicks it to Graham. To the inside. A nice shot by Zeller. Seven seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Payne. Not really his range, and it's off target. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Charlotte, North Carolina. Back in a moment. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. Just play like you're playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, forever.
Infectious enthusiasm to see it every time he steps on the floor. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Yeah, they were in total lockdown mode there. Can they keep it up for their entire game? It remains to be seen.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Payne out there with Anthony Morrow, and it's Levine at the 3 slot. And last season, Kemba Walker enjoying his best season to date. Many thought that he should have been on that Eastern Conference All-Star roster.
And every year, someone's getting snubbed from being an All-Star. Last year, I felt like it was Walker. Had numbers that were comparable to the other great guards in the league. More importantly, he showed that he's become a leader on his team.
That's good from Payne. Well, Steve, as we get to the meat of the season, the bumps and dings are really adding up. Depth is never more important for a team than right now.
Teams that can play 10, 11, 12 deep, they have an advantage because then they can rest guys. I don't like when you rest guys, but teams are starting to do it. You have injuries. You want to have 10 or 12 guys that you can rely on.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Fred Hoiberg with the Bulls, still on his learning curve. Coming from the college game to the pro, he still has some adjustments to go.
Now, here's Walker. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Lakers.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Walker. And here's Payne. Fires from 14. The shot misses. Walker with some nice D. And for Hoiberg, I think the Bulls know, Steve, that he'll have a bit of a learning curve, as this is his first time as a head coach in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, when you start looking at the NBA, they want you to win now. But for Fred Hoiberg, it is a learning curve. And last year, I thought, was a learning curve for Hoiberg. This year should be better.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Bulls leading by 7. Now here's Payne. He feeds it to Lopez. The shot, no good.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
It is ugly.
And the shot goes down.
The way he threw that pass with such ease on the run, that was a thing of beauty.
The Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Payne with it. He kicks it to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
When Lopez gets in that close, it's tough to stop him from slamming it home.
The Hornets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Walker dishes to Kaminsky. Back to Walker. From downtown. Can't hit that one. And it's Chicago the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Holiday. Kick out to Levine. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 4 rebounds in this game. Feeds it to Kid Gilchrist, and the shot goes in.
That's a great example of the importance of chemistry. He knew where his teammate wanted the ball, and he put it right there.
The Bulls leading by 5. Now Payne. Lopez sets a screen for Levine. Over to the wing. Here's Holiday, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Walker. 11th in assists, 20th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Bulls have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
The first one falls. Dunn, he's checked in for Chicago. That one is no good.
You talk about the Bulls team last season, a little bit of dysfunction. The Bulls decided to break up the backcourt of Rose and Butler. That was a surprising move to me.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, his inconsistent shooting is a good place to start. Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken, yet this team still continues to hold the lead. Really good shooting night for him, doing everything he can to help his team stretch this lead.
For Chicago, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. The free throw off from Lopez. Steve, you were such a terrific three-point shooter in your day back in that 2001-2002 season. You led the league, in fact, in three-point percentage. You and I were having a conversation about great three-point shooters a little while ago. Did you ever think that shot would make the mark in the league that it has now made with the Currys and the Klay Thompsons and the way they're firing from distance?
You know what, Kevin, I shot it well that year. Tim Duncan, give him a lot of credit, and David Robinson. They drew a lot of double teams. But they're not shooting the three ball right now. I shot right around that line. These guys are shooting so far out, still with a high percentage and with a lot of volume. It's unbelievable what these guys are doing now with the three ball.
Would you play differently now with the league the way it is now than you did when you played the game?
Yeah, I'd be a stretch four.
Yeah,
I mean, you start to look
right.
at it, probably wouldn't be playing the point guard position, probably be a stretch four.
Nobody near Williams. No good on the three. Chicago leading by 8. Down low, here's Mirotic. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First free throw is good.
Mirotic, a big man with range for days. His skill set fits in well with this team.
And so Mirotic nails both of them. And the Hornets call time here.
Start it.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
You know what? You constantly have to be making adjustments in this league if you want to stay on your game.
Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. 5th on the list, Chris Dunn.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I gotta say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
Hornets trail by 10. Here's Walker. Lopez with the block.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
There does come a time when you haven't made anything all quarter long. Pass the rock.
And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Kaminsky. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. 5 to shoot. Here's Harrison. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
How about the muscle of Mirotic? He wheels the shot in despite the physical D.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Here's Walker. He has 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
But he gets it back. Shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by Walker.
Honestly, I don't know how they cut into that lead with him missing so many shots.
Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Every so often, Robin Lopez will find his groove and become a big factor on offense like tonight.
And here's Walker. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And Mirotic throws it down.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
And what's impressive to me, it's on the road. Just makes you appreciate their effort even more.
Holiday goes in. Kick out to Levine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Something seems off with him tonight. Maybe it's his rhythm or his timing. Fortunately, his teammates are playing well enough to keep them ahead.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Steve, the screen roll, such a fundamental play in NBA offenses. Who are the best roll men, do you think, in the NBA?
DeAndre Jordan does a nice job. Tristan Thompson. Anthony Davis is a guy who can screen and roll and gets out of it pretty quick. Blake Griffin does a nice job. So a lot of different bigs being able to set to pick, and it's huge. You can't lumber. You got to set to pick, pivot, and roll quickly.
Valanciunas up at Toronto does that well, too, when healthy.
When healthy.
And with new owners, a new commissioner, the NBA has been more proactive than ever at looking at ways, Steve, to tweak the game to make it better. Any other changes you'd like to see made? Any other momentum-making moves that would continue to push the game in the direction that you'd like to see?
You know, a couple things come to mind, Kevin. I think limit back-to-backs. I think for also these guys playing so many games, traveling so much, I think if we can limit those back-to-backs, maybe it would help out in the injuries. And I think also have longer training camps so they can stay healthy.
Zeller, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Here's Wood, Graham, and Graham throws it down hard.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Here's Dunn. After the basket by Charlotte, the dish now to Valentine. An easy 2 points on the layup. Valentine's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Roberts passes to Whitehead. Good on the triple. Whitehead's got 5 now. The Bulls leading by 13. Here's Morrow. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Pass to Dunn. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And for Chris Dunn, you know, everyone told him to enter the draft after 3 years at Providence. His father, his coach, he could have been a first-round pick back in 15. Instead, he decided to stay 1 more season, earn his diploma, and I'd have to say it's worked out pretty well for him.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. And Dunn, undergoing 2 shoulder surgeries in college, took a medical red shirt for his sophomore season.
Yeah, and that was on his right shoulder, his shooting shoulder. You wonder if he can get even better shooting the ball with time.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. Scores the ball, distributes it well, and also pounds the glass aggressively.
Here's Whitehead. He's got 5. Pass to Wood, to the paint. Soft touch off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Morrow. Portis kicks to Dunn. Back to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Got a hand on it. Here's Whitehead. Kept alive by Charlotte. Wood misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Now here's Dunn. Defense right on him. Portis can't get it to go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Second foul of the first half. They have a decision to make now. Leave him in or have him take a seat.
The pass to Whitehead. He dishes it to Zeller. There's the feed to Roberts. 5 on the clock. Tipped away. In transition, here come the Bulls. 9 feet out. Graham with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Woods got 5. The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Portis. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington.
He really made a concerted effort to help in the rebounding department. He made his presence felt on the boards.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
That's good from Valentine. Payne, he's checked in for Dunn. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Hornets trail by 13. Roberts passes to Wood, and they pick up 2.
Really outstanding job by the offense to get the ball right near the bucket.
That's his first personal foul.
The Hornets have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. Now here's Payne. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Portis. Got a piece of it. And here's the break.
Hit me, I'm open.
Here's Roberts. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Nice shot by Portis.
That's exactly where they want the ball to go. He did a great job getting the ball into that position.
Here's Whitehead. He has 5. Dishes it to Graham. Charlotte again missing. The Bulls leading by 12. From deep, Morrow. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Woods got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Graham. Wood kicks it to Graham. Launches a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Payne. He feeds it to Valentine. Tries from 7. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Graham. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And the jam by Valentine.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Out to the right wing. Here's Graham. And it's off from 3-point range. Well, Chicago's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Payne dishes to Morrow. Back to Payne. 1 second left. And it goes at the buzzer.
Digging deep to hit that shot. That shows some serious guts right there.
Oh, man.
Ending this one with a bang.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Rolls out front, up by 16. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Chicago came ready to play. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team would love to have, 10-2 off the tip. After a solid quarter of play, they held a 10-point lead. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
They're not taking the soft approach to this game, fellas. They're playing physical. Just look at how many times they've gotten to the line by being active, driving the lane, and drawing contact. It's gotten them points at the stripe. It's gotten defenders off balance. They've been the more aggressive team tonight by far.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys are working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
And in a matter of moments, they'll be starting the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. See you, folks.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. We've seen Robin Lopez really having a great game.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
He's played like a man possessed right now, and his team is thriving as a result.
Hornets trail by 16. Kidd Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Harrison out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5. So that's the Hornets 5. Now here's Kidd Gilchrist. He kicks it to Williams. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And it's off from three-point range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Good on the three-point shot.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
You know, it's been a combination of their efforts at both ends of the court. They have played a truly complete basketball game.
Williams kicks to Kidd Gilchrist. Clock at 6. Pulls it from the elbow. That one a little long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Charlotte Hornets made a concerted effort last season to improve what had been terrible three-point shooting. Coach Steve Clifford said, if you look at trends in this league, three-point shooting percentage was the #1 factor why teams won. That's the way this league has gone. It makes sense, right? Create spacing, which opens up things for everybody else. Kevin?
Yeah, trying to space the floor. Thank you, D.A.
One shot.
And that one falls for Mirotic. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Williams passes to Kaminsky. The kick out to Walker. Williams for three.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Walker after the basket by Nikola Mirotic. And Walker kicks to Williams. They need this. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And here is Dunn. 8 points for him. Here's Mirotic. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And a chance now to review the shot chart.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
The Hornets have got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Here's Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 5 assists tonight.
Beautiful looking teardrop. That's a shot that almost impossible to block.
And the one knock on Kemba really has always been the poor field goal percentage. But, you know, he seems to have made some strides in that department and has become a much more efficient shooter. And it's a big reason why I think he's playing the best basketball of his career. And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here is Mirotic. 16 points for him. Right side Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Dunn. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And when Michael Kidd Gilchrist comes on the floor, you know you're going to get an upgrade on the defensive side. Doesn't rack up a lot of stats on the defensive end, but man, I mean, you can see his impact, feel his impact.
It's just the way Kidd Gilchrist can challenge and bother every shot. Also has the quickness and length to recover when he's beaten off the dribble and still contest.
Now here is Mirotic. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And clearly, Steve Clifford wants to talk it over.
Start it.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, he has to get his offense moving again. It hasn't been bad, but it could be much better.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Kidd Gilchrist. His last 10 games, averaging about 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
Now, here's Walker. 5 points in the game. Yep, it counts. Kaminsky's got 9.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside Holiday. Now, here's Dunn, guarded by Walker. Levine for 3. Doesn't go that time. And here's Charlotte. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Latrey tries again. Kaminsky. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, with a strong mix of perimeter and interior defense, these leading shot blockers among small forwards this past month have had a very good run at their own end of the court. The 4th spot held by Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
They use their athleticism, but also we have to look at they have a high basketball IQ on the defensive end. A lot of their blocks come from the help side.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. The Bulls leading by 15. Mirotic dishes to Lopez. Levine kicks to Dunn. And not sure what he was thinking there. Charlotte has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Dunn with it, working on Walker. Mirotic passes to Dunn, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
2 shots, gentlemen.
That's a foul on Charlotte.
Have to admire how Dunn draws these fouls. Just a master at fooling whoever is on it.
Well, you take a look at Chris Dunn out of Providence. It's easy to see what talent evaluators see in this young man.
2 shots.
6'4", long arms, strength, blinding quickness. He is an NBA athlete and then some. In a draft year that was light on point guards, you knew he'd be one of the first to hear his name called.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Hornets trail by 17. Outside, Walker. Walker missing again.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Dunn. Rebound by Williams. Charlotte shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Holiday dishes to Mirotic. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Mirotic. Runner in the lane. That one goes. Count it. Mirotic has got 7 points for the quarter.
The long arms of Mirotic. When he's got a good chance to shoot down inside, he's always going to take it.
Walker with it. He's got 5. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 5. Back to Walker. Walker missing again.
Right now, he's trying to find the mark. Unfortunately, he's starting to feel a little bit desperate.
And it's done in the corner. On the wing, Levine. 16 feet away. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
He needs to regroup, catch his breath, and take some high-quality shots. The defense has to stay on their toes on him. They have to be active guarding the perimeter, or they will continue to get burned.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December, taking a look at Chicago. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And checking out Charlotte, 8.5 games behind them.
And when I look at Charlotte, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
I'm sure they do, because it's obvious that the way this team is currently constructed just isn't working. Changes have to be made, and they can't wait too long to make them.
Now here's Payne. He's got 6. He drains the quick shot. Payne's got 8.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
And that's where his great body control and positioning came into play. He knows how to avoid getting his shot blocked.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wood. He's got 8. Now the dish to Roberts. Takes the 3. Not going to go that time. And it's Chicago the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Both teams will be fighting hard in all these games. They can't split this series.
Charlotte no good that time either. The Bulls leading by 18. Morrow kicks to Valentine. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
2 shots. Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
He's perfect from the line this time. Hornets trail by 20. Here's Roberts, picked by Zeller. Floats one. A putback. Chicago leading by 20. Payne kicks to Felicio. Down low. Here's Portis. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Zeller. Graham kicks to Roberts. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Some players have a hard time when they're giving up so many inches, but he doesn't.
Now here's Payne. 8 points for him. Left block shot on the way. Hornets with the rebound. Woods got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Whitehead. He tries for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Felicio's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morrow. Passes to Felicio. Inside, Payne. Banked in off the glass. Payne's got 10 points.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Well, that's how you bury an opponent when they're struggling. Don't ease up. Just keep going hard.
Here's Graham. 9 points in the game so far. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Zeller. Felicio with the rebound. Felicio's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Valentine. He's tightly guarded. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Portis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
1:44 left to play in the 3rd. There's the pick. Here's Roberts. They get the rebound. And Valentine over to help. Here's Graham. The teardrop falls in. He's got 11.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Payne kicks to Portis. The pass to Morrow. Portis, the pass to Morrow. Whitehead with the rebound. Hornets trail by 20. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. To the inside. Here's Zeller. Here's Wood. That shot no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Payne. Whitehead with the rebound. Well, the Hornets shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Wood takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Wood's got 10 points in the game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now here's Payne. He's got 10. Here's Valentine. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Roberts. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 7 seconds left in the third. Now Payne. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls lead by 18. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Charlotte, North Carolina. Back in a moment. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Bulls leading by 18. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then there's Dunn. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. Now here's LaVine. Out to the right wing. Shoots over Walker. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Kaminsky's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, his team is winning. I think he wants to help seal the deal, but maybe shooting the basketball right now may not be the best way to get it done.
Williams attacking. Good work there as it goes. Williams has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Charlotte. And here is Dunn. And there's the feed to Lopez. LaVine against Kid Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. Here's Lopez, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
When Lopez starts going to work on you, sometimes fouling is your only option.
At the line for the Bulls, Robin Lopez. At the line for 2.
That free throw missing. That one misses.
And for a center, Robin Lopez is definitely one of the better free throw shooters in the league.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And there's Levine on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 4 assists now tonight.
Excellent work there in transition.
He doesn't give the defense any time to set up. He just goes extremely hard to the bucket.
Now here's Walker. They set the pick. Fires for 3. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Well, no one's scoring off that screen. That was terrible.
Dunn. Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that, and you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, my goodness. Better to be lucky than good, I guess.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Right.
Gotta love it.
Pass to Harrison. And with the long ball taken over, Smitty, we've heard some different suggestions, creating a 4-point line or widening the court to give a little more space for the corner. Any of those ideas work for you?
No, not at all.
You don't like
Kevin.
any of that, do you? No.
4-point play, widening the lane. What? I mean, easy.
Yeah.
That's enough. We're good right now.
Yeah. Now Dunn, following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Can't connect from 14 feet out. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The Bulls leading by 21, and Holiday has it in the corner. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
I think in this situation right now, he's trying to put them away.
Shot's good by Walker.
Oh, sweet move there, taking the defender off the dribble and then just cruising in for the layup.
Dunn kicks to Lopez. Dishes to Mirotic. And the shot falls short this time.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
No, not at all. When you see him guarding you, just try to move the basketball on.
Going to the line, Aaron Harrison, shooting 2.
And that one misses. Hey, Steve, we've seen more and more teams relying on high-powered offenses to lead them to wins. Is this just part of a cycle the league goes through, or is this the offensive revolution that we've been looking forward to and is well underway?
I think it's here to stay, Kevin. Reason why the rules have changed, and I think it favors the offense. No hand checking, no chucking. So ultimately, you see more points on the board, Kevin.
I would think you would have loved to have played in this era of free-flowing basketball.
Yeah, you could take about 12, 15 threes a game. That would have been beautiful.
Done. Another shot. No good on that one. Good D by Williams. Hornets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Levine, and the jam by Levine.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And so here's Charlotte after the Bulls pick up 2.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
Done with it. Kicks it to Lopez. Outside, Levine. Hornets with the rebound.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
The Bulls leading by 22. Holiday dishes to Dunn. Levine for 3. Again, Levine missing.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Williams. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
The second person, second team.
Well, there have always been big markets and smaller markets in the NBA, but it seems, Steve, that the league has found a proper balance to give small markets or mid-markets a chance every year to succeed.
Yeah, I think so. I think players are doing a nice job right now in free agency. A lot of these guys are going to smaller markets, and when they're there, they're not changing. They're not running for the big lights anymore. So we kind of having a somewhat of a balance right now, Kevin.
Like LaMarcus Aldridge comes to mind. Could have gone to Los Angeles, wanted to, the Lakers wanted him badly. He chose a smaller market like San Antonio. Now, granted, a historically good franchise, but a smaller market.
Yeah, and I think guys are doing that. I think it's more about winning versus where you're playing and where you stand.
Dunn with it, working on Walker. Lopez kicks to Dunn. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And the Bulls lead by 21.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
Back to Walker. Charlotte no good that time either.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Now, here's Dunn. Down low and stolen by Williams. Here's Walker. Holiday with the block. They get it back. Harrison passes to Williams, taken away by Holiday. Inside and finished off by Mirotic.
And the number of ways in which Mirotic scores, inside, outside, in between, on the drive, you name it.
Williams a screen, and Walker kicks to Williams. Here's Kaminsky, but they recover it.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
From 13, it's Chicago with another bucket.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Williams a screen. Here's Walker. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Walker's got 4 points this quarter. The Bulls leading by 23. Now, here's Dunn. Here's Levine. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Kaminsky dishes to Walker. He feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 8th assist in the game. Chicago has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Dunn. He kicks to Holiday. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
And Chicago shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Lopez a screen on Walker. Dunn passes to Lopez. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. To the paint. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Again, the Hornets score. The Bulls leading by 19. Feeds it to Levine. And it's Dunn in the corner. Up and in on the layup. Dunn's got 19 points.
And Dunn is spectacular, seeking contact and getting it. Even more impressive that he makes these shots as well.
Well, we've always known that height gives an advantage in basketball. A lot of Teams now are concerned about things that we've never really talked about before. The length of hands, your arm span, your wingspan. That plays a role now with a lot of these teams and how they draft, how they make a roster.
Yeah, totally, Kevin, because on the defensive end, you have a lot of these guys that can switch. I remember playing against Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. They were so long out front. It helps and makes a difference.
But your arm span is long. That had to play a
Not
role.
bad, not bad.
Oh, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Hornets trail by 21. Here's Roberts. Pass to Whitehead from deep. Now the dish to Roberts. No good with the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now Valentine. They set the pick. There's the lob to the hoop. Rebound by Roberts. The Hornets shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. The putback. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Felicio's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Zipser. And he's good on the 3-ball.
You never want to give him an open look from outside because he will flat out burn you from there.
Here's Roberts. There's 1:54 left here in the 4th quarter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. We see it practically every game. A player picks up a few quick fouls and has to change how they play. Steve, just how drastic of a mentality change is it when you're playing in foul trouble?
Well, it takes away a little bit of your aggressiveness. And I think also you have to rely on your teammates, especially if you're in foul trouble, especially for star players. You want to keep them around. So a lot of times the coach will say, hey, go double team so the star player or players won't pick up the next foul.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Portis. The 3-pointer off the mark. Charlotte shooting in the 4th quarter has looked shabby, 38%.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season. Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Lopez.
This may sound like an overstatement, but it's really not. He controlled this game with his rebounding. This has turned into a runaway largely because of the work he did on the glass.
Here's Whitehead after Jaren Grant's bucket to the left wing. Graham, the pass to Whitehead. He dishes it to O'Brien and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
That's his 3rd versus the team score. Going to the line, Johnny O'Brien.
And that one misses. Got a hand on it. Grant against Walker. Here's Morrow. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Robin Lopez.
Listen, he shot lights out from the floor, and not by accident. The job he did to find the open shots, get high percentage looks, was fantastic. And when he got those open looks, he don't miss, baby. He do not miss.
In terms of individual rebounding, he had a game that will be remembered for a long, long time. Whether it's chasing down long rebounds or grabbing one in traffic or one-handed rebounds, he was going after them and corralling all of them.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. The long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Poles, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.